Hello the cop, please subscribe my channel for follow Liverpool Football Club news on every days. Jurgen Klopp says 20-year-old was Liverpool's best player before getting injured. Harvey Elliott was once Liverpool's greatest player, according to Jurgen Klopp, before he suffered an injury in 2021. Elliott, a 20-year-old prospect, has been a mainstay for the Reds over the previous 3 seasons. In the 2021-2022 season, Elliott made his midfield debut for Liverpool. Thinking back to the beginning of that season, Elliott, who was still a teenager, was undoubtedly exceptional, as the midfielder was the star of the Reds. After missing several months due to an injury sustained against Leeds United, Elliott has battled his way back to be a member of Liverpool's first squad. Elliott was Liverpool's finest player prior to that injury, Klopp has now acknowledged in the media, adding, "Before his injury in 2021, he was our best player at that time." Harvey is only limited by what he has demonstrated since joining England's U21 team. He will have a huge impact because of his abilities. He possesses the technique and ability to connect. With Liverpool, Harvey Elliott is at his peak right now. Few players ever reach their peak at the age of 18, but fortunately for Elliott, the midfielder, his career hasn't taken this quick and easy route. The young player has adopted a new role for the Reds this season as a super sub, and Elliott's impact on the team seems to be increasing with each passing match. Elliott was a revelation for Liverpool in his breakout season, but following an injury setback, the midfielder is finally back to his best. Darren Bent says unbelievable Man City star would jump at chance of joining Liverpool now. The midfielder for Manchester City, Kalvin Phillips, would reportedly leap at the chance to join Liverpool in January, according to TalkSport commentator Darren Bent. Even if the Englishman made an uncommon appearance for the triple winners last night, he is still surplus to needs at the Etihad. Liverpool has reportedly been linked to a deal to sign him, but he is expected to depart next month. Darren Bent says Manchester City's Kalvin Phillips would love to join Liverpool. Despite being a member of Manchester City for almost 18 months, midfielder Kalvin Phillips has not yet accrued 900 minutes of playing time. Pep Guardiola is obviously not planning on keeping the Englishman, who has been called a unbelievable player at the Etihad. The City manager has given him permission to leave the team in January, Sky Sports, and he'll probably be on the wanted list. According to Darren Bent, Phillips would be better off moving to Anfield, since Liverpool is reportedly keen to sign the midfield player. The midfield player for Manchester City, he further stated, will seize the opportunity to sign with the Reds the following month. Bent stated on TalkSport, "See, that would be the best," in response to a question about Phillips' possible destination being Liverpool. He would seize the opportunity if he were given that option. Phillips would make a fantastic addition to Liverpool. Despite leading the Premier League at the moment, Liverpool may yet use some assistance during the January transfer window. While Jurgen Klopp's defense is playing excellently, his attack is even better. The Reds are anticipated to address the one area of worry, which is defensive midfield, next month. For Liverpool, Kalvin Phillips would be a wonderful acquisition. The midfielder has excelled for England and is a tried-and-true asset in the Premier League. Liverpool should be very interested in this move during the transfer season that opens next month if City is willing to trade Phillips to them for a fair price. Liverpool prepared to loan out excellent prodigy in January. He's a man in demand. Numerous teams are apparently eager to hire one academy youngster, thus Liverpool is supposedly willing to send him out on loan in January. Harvey Blair is reportedly being pursued by multiple English League One teams, as well as top-tier teams in Belgium and Denmark, according to Football Insider. The Reds are willing to loan out the 20-year-old during the winter transfer window so that he can get match fitness and senior game experience abroad. The player has only recently returned to action for the under-21 squad after a 5-month absence due to a knee injury sustained during the preseason. Blair, who was praised for his excellent efforts earlier this year by under-21 manager Barry Luttaz, LiverpoolFC.com, was extremely unfortunate to suffer that major injury over the summer. If not, he would have been eligible for senior minutes in the Europa League, just like James McConnell, Luke Chambers, and Connor Bradley. Fortunately, it seems that Jurgen Klopp thinks highly of the winger because he trained with Liverpool's first team during the pre-season and was included in the starting lineup for the team's October 2021 Carabao Cup victory against Preston. The 20-year-old can play on either flank, therefore his ultimate goal is to succeed Mo Salah as Anfield's long-term replacement. However, he is currently lagging behind fellow rookie Ben Doak in that department and might use more playing time elsewhere. Hopefully, Blair will be loaned to a team where he will get plenty of playing time. Unskilled loan decisions should be avoided in light of Fabio Carvalho's disastrous tenure at RB Leipzig, which may come to an early end next month. Klopp could unleash TAA in different role by starting August 10th Gem vs Man United. By starting this 8 out of 10 Gem against USG, Klopp could unleash Trent Alexander-Arnold in a different role. Liverpool's victory in their Europa League group has already spared them the headache of having to play 2 more European matches in the new year. With 4 wins out of the first 5 games, the Reds are already assured of winning Group E, thus tonight's road encounter against Union Saint-Gilloise is pointless. Jurgen Klopp's primary focus will be on Sunday's Premier League Northwest Derby matchup with fierce rivals Manchester United. Having left several of his first-team players at home for the trip to Belgium, the German coach will already be organizing his strategy and starting lineup for that historic encounter. The Germans may be concentrating their strategic efforts on one player in particular before the Red Devils visit. Wataru Endo's stats this season. Wataru Endo, who cost £16 million to sign with Liverpool from VfB Stuttgart in the summer, may be considered as Fabinho's interim replacement as he left for £40 million during the same transfer window. Although the Japan international has occasionally performed well for the Reds, he is statistically far from hitting the heights that Fabinho did the previous campaign. After a lackluster first-half performance, Endo was replaced by Joe Gomez as Klopp made changes to the midfield lineup on Saturday as Liverpool overcame Crystal Palace 2-1 in dramatic fashion thanks to a Harvey Elliott winner in stoppage time. The summer acquisition had not started a Premier League game for Liverpool since the international break in November, but he was rewarded with straight league starts against Sheffield United and Palace after making a eye-catching cameo against Fulham. Regretfully, Endo found it difficult to exert control over the match at Selhurst Park. He gave up the ball twice, was flagged for 3 fouls, and was unable to advance the ball more than 4 passes into the final third before being replaced at half-time. The reasons why Trent Alexander-Arnold should start in midfield. After a disappointing season for the Reds towards the conclusion of the previous campaign, Klopp made the decision to alter his game plan and give academy product Trent Alexander-Arnold an inverted fullback role in order to maximize his passing range. The 25-year-old usually tucks in as a third centre-half while in possession, pushing inside from the right-back position alongside Liverpool's deepest midfielder. But Klopp tried something a bit different in the second half against Palace. Gomez replaced Endo at the right side of the defense and played well, earning an 8 out of 10 match rating from This Is Anfield, who identified the adaptable defender as the driving force behind Liverpool's comeback. Above all, though, the manager placed Alexander-Arnold as a defensive midfielder instead of an inside-moving inverted fullback by moving him out of the back line. Despite not picking up an assist for either of the 2 goals, the fullback/pivot player was outstanding for Liverpool over the weekend and created more chances than any other player on the field. According to Transfermarkt, Alexander-Arnold has only ever started a midfield game for Liverpool once, and that was in a goalless draw against Stoke City at Anfield in April 2018. In the match against Erik ten Hag's struggling team, Klopp might repeat his effective tactical change from Saturday by inserting Gomez as the right-sided fullback and leaving Endo out of the starting lineup. Hello the Cop, please subscribe my channel for follow Liverpool Football Club news on every days.